It is the 1st of July today. I think that's a very scary thought. Excuse my hair. Really doesn't appreciate this kind of humid weather at the moment. It just wants to stick up on end. It looks awful. Literally, I want to wear like a winter headband thank you, to get it under control, but... You right there? Sneezing away? Rubbing away. I could hear you last night. Yes. So we're just going to have to roll with the fluffy hair look. They would really like to go out. I thought I would bring you to my horse's summer routine. Yes, Sienna. I know. Sienna's like, stop talking. Just get on with it, please. It is the weekend. It is Saturday, which is why they're a little bit grumpy, because Sienna's like, where the hell have you been? I've had a little lay and I'm very sorry. She's like, I don't care. Just get on with it and turn me out. First up, and this happens in the week, unless it's super hot and I ride them before work. I get up. Oh, don't show your teeth. She's got awful manky looking teeth. I get up and I chuck them out. Don't mares stink? Sienna reeks. Her stable smells so bad. Doesn't matter what I put in it bedding wise. The quantity she's peeing. Washed that rug last Sunday. Look at it again. Oh, you can smell her a mile away. It's great. It's really embarrassing as well. The farrier was here yesterday and I was like, I'm really sorry. She stinks. I was like, try not to get too close to her where possible. Anyway, she's out. Let's get the old one out. Where's your fly mask? Oh, where is your fly mask? There it is. What's it? You're hiding? You don't want to go out? I'm sure you do. She'll probably chase him because she's like that. Why is she so cruel? Look at her go. She just, look at her. Become quite a habit of hers to just, as soon as they go out, chase Corporal. Sorry about the noise. Wait, I would normally, if it was a weekday, muck out, sort everything out, head off to work. Nearly doing that. I'm going to head off to work. I'm just not going to muck out straight away. I've popped into the turnout pen because it's quite windy out there now. Stables are done. Beds are airing. I've had to put on this very nice winter headband because my hair is that bad now that even I am not going to show it on camera. And I don't normally care what I look like, as you well have noticed. But even I'm like, no, we can't show that. So for now, I'm just trying to stick the hair down for a bit. Horses are still out. They have around 3 to 5 hours out in the morning. It kind of depends on weather, like how hot it is, and also when I can get back from work to get them in. And there's a few reasons why they only have a short period of time out. One, Sienna's fat. Sienna is quite fat this year, probably because the grass is the best it's ever been. And I'm trying to limit how much grass time she has, because I was chatting to the vets the other day and they were like, laminitis is so bad this year, and especially in lots of like warm bloods and horses. Normally you just think ponies, but a lot of horses have got laminitis this year, so I'm trying to be as careful as we can with her. I don't really like fencing off small patches because if she hasn't got enough to eat, she'll just be silly. And this is another reason why I bring her in early, is because if you give her more than about 5 hours out, she gets bored out and then she starts just galloping around and making her own entertainment, and we don't need her to do that. So that's another reason why she comes in early. And also back towards the beginning of the year when they started going out, or back in May when they first started going out again, when the grass was quite rich, she didn't get upset stomach or anything like that, but she got uncomfortable and quite bloated from being out for too long. So normally about 5 hours is her limit before sometimes you can see her looking a bit uncomfortable. So they come in pretty well now. They're very much used to the routine of coming in. And like I say, if it gets hot then in the daytime, then they're in and they're out to fly. So it works out quite well. The only pain in the backside bit is trying to get back from work to get them in to go again. It's just a little bit irritating, but I'll do anything for them. So I've still got a couple of hours, so I'm going to go and get some odd jobs done while they're out and then bring them in, and then we can plan on riding and that kind of thing. So I am currently just making up breakfast, though it's more like brunch, to be honest. I'm just poo-picking the fields, and Sienna has got a little bit of time. Look at my hair, look at it. Look at it, it's awful. Right, just poo-picking the field. Oh no, there's no way we can deal with this hair, can we? Honestly, I look like, what is it, Back to the Future or something? I look like the crazy man on that. We're trying to poo-pick the field. Sienna's being a pain in the bum. She's bored already, so I'm going to go and get them in. They can have brunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it, and I can carry on poo picking. So I decided to give Coop a little jump. I can't tell you how amazing it is to jump this old boy still. I try not to do it too often because I don't want to break him, but he still gives me all the feels. He still makes me want to go back to eventing. I want to clone him. I love him dearly, and yeah, he has a nice time. He does love to have a little jump, but what a star. So while I'm putting jumps away for Sienna to come out here, Coop's just having a lovely roll, and it's a little bit itchy again at the moment, so I thought I'd let him have a treat and let him have a roll in the arena, which I think he's thoroughly enjoying. Guess what I've got? I've got a measuring stick. Managed to borrow a proper measuring stick, because the only thing I've got is this old like knockoff wooden walking stick that has a horse measuring stick inside it, but I'm never sure if it's actually accurate or not. And actually, having measured her with this, it is a little bit out. I got someone to help me do it, obviously, because bless her, she's so good about it anyway, but I can't do it one-handed properly. But she is measuring a full up 16.2. So I think she might make it to 16.3, because she's still got quite a bit of growing to do. It's interesting, isn't it? She's like, yeah. So yeah, full up 16.2. I mean, look at the size of it. I mean, other than you're also fat. That wither on her. She's got a big wither on her. So yeah, that was nice. I was really pleased I could do that. I was really super interested to just look at it. A blinking mountaintop up there. Now we just got this back to build up and everything else. You're a big girl, aren't you? You're a big girl, big lass. Bigger than Coop. I just measured Coop. I always thought Coop was 16.2. I don't know, Sienna, I don't know if we ever measured him properly, but I always believed he was about 16.2. Well, he broke his withers years ago, and that definitely made him smaller, because he no longer had any height to his withers. His withers are like a tabletop. I've just gone and measured him in there. Obviously not properly. He's on a, he wasn't stood up dead straight. He's on a rubber matting, blah, blah. But he's actually measuring 16 hands now. So do older horses shrink? Are they like humans? Do you shrink? Because you're just a tiny weeny horse now. Who knows? This is the slightly strange thing. I then turn the horses back out early evening. So by this point, they've obviously had quite a few hours in. Sienna's rested her large stomach. And it's just working really well to turn them back out for like an hour and a half in the evening. It's like they get a bit of grass before they go to bed. It makes them happy. They sleep really well at night. They're just really content. And it just means that they're only getting about probably maybe max 6 hours out a day. But it's broken up, and so they seem quite happy. It's worked really well. It's a pain. I'm really lucky. I guess the good thing for me is I'm really lucky that I live so close to them that I can do this. It's not so easy for other people, but for me it's worked a real treat. We are finishing off a very windy day with more mucking out. That's all I ever do. I'll muck out, do their haylage for the night, refresh the waters, that kind of thing, and then I'll get Sienna and Coop in. They've had probably by the time I get them in, they've probably had about an hour and a half out. Bring them in, and then they get supper. And I have to say, they seem so content in this current routine. Like, it just really works, splitting their time out on the grass. Also, they can seem to, like, I don't know, just go to bed very happy. They're not eating a huge amount through the night, because I think they're sort of probably filling up on the grass before bed. So I'm not going through masses of haylage either at the moment. So it's a good balance, I'm finding. So yeah, this is my horse's current summer routine.